With so many people in my comments insisting that power scaling is good writing, I wonder what they would be like in the age of mythology. Like, I wonder if they were, born in the past and they heard the tale of David versus Goliath, if their response to that was, oh, that doesn't work at all. That's bad writing because Goliath way outscales David. I wonder if they would hear the tale of Heracles fighting Antaeus and go, Antaeus is a titan and Heracles isn't even a god. That's bad writing. How could he overcome that? Fuck, a lot of Greek mythology is about weaker opponents overcoming stronger opponents. They wouldn't fuck with Theseus either, or Perseus. In the Tao Te Ching, there's entire chapters about how the weak can overcome the strong. The weak can overcome the strong, the supple can overcome the stiff, be like water. I mean, you know that from Bruce Lee. Again, power scaling is a pretty recent thing, but writing has been part of our civilization for ages, and we love to see an underdog win. These myths, these stories weren't written because people were calculating out what sort of power level these characters have. They were told because the story of a man overcoming a god is a good story. Because the story of the weak overcoming the strong is an inspirational story. I fucking fear the power scaling brain rot, man. Like, I would say that there are more stories out there about the weak overcoming the strong than there are about the strong demolishing the weak. Fuck, in Lord of the Rings, Sauron is literally a god-level being. Like, can see basically anything, taken down by hobbits. And if you go deeper into Tolkien's works, there's yet more stories about the weak overcoming the strong, sometimes on godlike levels. To say that good writing requires good power scaling is basically discarding, 90% of the literature that humanity has written. And anytime I talk about this, people are like, oh, that doesn't count. You have to talk about comics. You have to talk about anime. Fine. Yajirobe cuts off Vegeta's tail. Vegeta, who in Grade 8 form, in the same battle, fends off surprise attacks from people who are stronger and faster than Yajirobe, gets his tail cut off by Yajirobe. Maybe, because that's compelling writing. Not because Yajirobe is actually secretly super powerful. In fact, that's exactly why I wouldn't call power scaling necessary for good writing. Because the things power scalers call hacks or plot armor, like they're unfair, are sometimes examples of the greatest writing that we have.